Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Sarah Tia. This is going to be a general read for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watchers, whoever may be here. Please like, share, subscribe if this reading does resonate. May or may not resonate, but I do offer personals, and I'll put that information down in the description. I heard a Lyra or Lero. Um, when I let's just go, y'all. I'm not even about to go into it. Yes, I am. I started this reading before, and the last time that I started this reading, uh, it was this Bandgang Lonnie line that was coming to me, and these niggas too soft, these niggas too emotional, man. These niggas ain't no pimps, man. They really hoeing. And that line specifically, man. These niggas ain't no pimps, man. They really hoeing. Something like that is a really big factor. And I heard. And honestly, y'all, like, I haven't been able to figure out what song that is. So if y'all listen to Bandgang Lonnie, or if y'all know, like, that song, please comment what that is down in the description. Because it feels like that's a really big factor. I heard Aaliyah. A names feel like they are a really big factor in this equation, especially if somebody is in a space to where they are being very aggressive, very jealous of somebody that they see as more talented than them, more gifted than them, more attractive than them, or a situation that they don't want to be a part of because they aren't the star of the show. You know, it feels like somebody who wants to be the center of attention in someone's life or in this situation, and they're not, and they can't handle it, you know. Especially, I keep hearing Pisces, and that's what I kept hearing all throughout the last reading also. It feels like somebody who wants to be the one and only, or wants to be the center of attention, but they know that they're not, or they know that they're buying somebody's attention. They're only keep maintaining somebody's attention because they have money, or because of the material shit that they have, or because of what they are providing for this person to help them maintain their security. Okay? Work, family, friend, or romantic. It feels like somebody who's fucking with somebody because of what they have, or because of who they are, or because of what they can do for them. And we'll continue because that's kind of where we left off the last time. But we'll see what's happening. I got cut off, y'all. My memory is so dang on full. I need to get my whole life together. So let's see what's happening. I heard 30, and then I heard third party. That's what kept coming up, is that somebody was cheating, or somebody was triangulating somebody, but they feel like they can do this shit. They don't see anything wrong with what they're doing, especially if there's an Irie or an India or in Indy. That sound feels like it's a really big factor. Any name that starts with the letter I, whether it's Isaac, Isaiah, but I keep hearing in. It could even be EN, something like that. But it feels like somebody wants somebody's attention so bad. They want somebody's attention so bad, but they're willing to, like, sacrifice their morals, their standards, their dignity to be able to communicate with this energy. Or they're willing to cross somebody or go behind somebody's back to be able to gain access to this person, especially if this is the way they got their phone number, got their contact information, or the way that they're receiving the information about something or somebody that they shouldn't have. Feels like they're working like a spy. I heard CIA, FBI, ATF. So the alphabet organizations may be a really big factor in this equation, or an organization that goes by its initials, or somebody that goes by their initials is a really big factor in this equation, because it feels like somebody here has been gossiping like fuck because they're unemployed, or they are seen as lazy, or they're being perceived as if they don't know what they're doing, know what they're talking about, or they're trying to accuse somebody and not knowing what they're talking about, being lazy, whatever. But this energy seems like they are a fucking scammer. This energy seems like they're trying to convince other people to see this energy in the way that they see them, and it seems like it's no longer working, you know, because this energy again is talking about shit that they don't know about, talking about people that they don't know personally, or trying to act like they're more intelligent than they actually are in this setting, in this environment. Okay, this energy doesn't know anything. They're a novice. Okay, so they're trying to kind of like outwork or outsmart the experts, or outsmart or outwork people who have been established for years, or have a lot of experience under their belt, a lot of intelligence, you know. And it seems like it's turning humorous, because this energy is seeming weaker and weaker and weaker the more that they express themselves. The more shit that they talk, the more gossiping that they do, the more messy that they look. And it seems like this other party or these other people in this equation aren't really paying this any mind any longer, especially because this energy seems to be struggling to maintain, again, employment. They're struggling to maintain a sense of direction, for real, a sense of guidance. But it seems like they are really apologetic about the way that they've talked to other people or about the way that they have treated people in their life, you know, because it feels like they've been talking to these people crazy as hell. And now these people are like, okay, well, go on, do your thing. You feel me? Like, when you respect yourself, when we love ourselves, we don't have to deal with anything. We don't tolerate just anything. You know what I mean? And it feels like somebody is realizing that somebody is just not the fucking one nor the two. You feel me? One in the chamber. Okay, don't play. It's like, I don't know who you think you talking to. I don't know who you think you dealing with, but it ain't gonna be me. Okay, and that's facts here. It feels like somebody talks to somebody crazy as fuck, but this person has no right to be talking to this person or these people like this because they don't have shit. So it's like they think that because their house is made out of sticks, that they can huff and puff and blow other people's houses down when these other people have established their homes out of bricks. So it's like, okay, you think you the big bad wolf, but this person, I heard emphysema, so they may have respiratory issues or any type of breathing issues. I'm also seeing a nasal cannula, so they may even be on oxygen. So it's like you still being mean and you can't even fucking breathe. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? God is taking this person's breath away and they're still hating, they're still evil. So it's like they're using their last breaths to be hateful. They're using their last breaths to be mean, you know? And it's like, okay, I can't wait for this person to get the fuck on. I can't wait to get out of this situation with this person. But it seems like somebody feels mean for feeling like that. But it's like this person is talking crazy as fuck. They want out of this situation, out of this household, out of this environment, or they want this person to get out, okay? But they feel wrong for putting this person out because this may be their own child. This may be their own sibling, their spouse, you know what I mean, whoever. But they have feelings for this person. It's like, damn, I'm trying to look out for you, I'm trying to be there for you, but this person is disrespectful as fuck, they're rude as fuck, they're immature, okay? But somebody is just like, nah, like, I know that when I start huffing and puffing, I'm gonna blow your whole shit down, you feel me? And I'm not trying to do that to you. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's almost like there's an energy here that's just like, like, this bitch is still trying it. This bitch is still going. Man or woman, they're just like, this bitch is still going. You feel me? But they know that they are so much bigger than this energy, so much greater than this energy, that they will fuck them up if they retaliate or if they do something in this situation. And not just physically, I mean spiritually, financially. Okay, they know that they can shit on this energy or really stomp this energy to fuck out in this circumstance. So they don't want to do that. So it's like they're trying to restrain themselves because it's like, bro, like, let's be real. You know what I mean? Like, all you can do is talk cash shit. All you can do is run your mouth. Me? This is physical activity, okay? This is energies that have shit to prove. These are energies that have things going for themselves. These are energies who have names established for themselves. These are energies who have businesses going. You get what I'm saying? They have things that they own. So it's like, why would I even want to wreck my happy, stable situation, my happy, stable lifestyle, my happy, stable relationship, whatever, to fuck with you or to listen to what you're saying or to feed into your drama, to feed into your gossip, to feed into your mess? And we're not doing that. Okay, it feels like somebody who wants somebody to act just as childish as them, or wants some people to look just as immature as them, or just as fake as they've been, and they don't, because these energies don't get down like that. It feels like somebody who has been compassionate, loving, friendly, welcoming, free hugs, free love. Okay, they're giving out a lot of game. They're giving out a lot of love. They're giving out a lot of positive energy just to have people who are like, you feel me, like whispering and talking shit. But the thing is, this person can see these people talking shit, or like I keep explaining to people, is that because we have moved into this age of Aquarius, these fake ass bitches, men or women, cannot hide who they are. So it's like all of the shit talking, all of the gossiping, all of the messy shit that they be on, we see that shit for exactly what it is, you know? And it's just kind of like, it's a choice, you know? I just saw the movie, like, not just saw it, but in my head, I just saw the image of the movie Let Me In. And if y'all have ever seen that movie, like this vampire, the little girl, she cannot cross the threshold until this little boy says, I'm going to let you in. The little boy has to welcome the demon, welcome the vampire into their life. They have to have permission to come into our lives, into our souls. They can't just take us. Do you get what I'm saying? And it feels like somebody is like, they're on that threshold and they're talking to this person across the threshold, but it's like, you got to let me in. You got to let me in. And it's, or you know, you got, and it's like, they're uncomfortable because they know it's like something weird about you though. Like something is off. Like something ain't right. Like it feels funny, you know, especially if there's a Pisces in this equation. This person is fucking like childish as fuck, but they may be old as fuck. Like there may be like a 10-year age gap in a situation, or a situation where it feels like there's a 10-year age gap because this person still acts like a fucking kid. Especially if somebody is between the ages, like somebody is like her 39, her 30, gosh, 35 to 39. So they may be in their mid 30s or something like that. But somebody is just like, you are a fucking child. You're a kid. You talk like a kid, you act like a kid, you move like a kid, you look like a kid, whatever. Or somebody may look 10 years younger than what they actually are. So somebody may have thought that this energy was a child, or thought that they could talk to this energy like a child, just to find out that this energy is bossed the fuck up and grown as shit. Okay. So they may look very youthful. They may look, like I said, very good on the outside compared to how old they actually are. And when this person tells people how old they are, it's like, whoa, they receive this different level of respect, because it's like, oh, I thought you were a kid. I thought you were just like me. I thought you were my age. I thought you were on my level of experience. Okay. But once they work with this energy, once they, get in tune or figure out what's really going on here, they realize that they're out of their league. Okay. This energy is bossed the fuck up. And somebody has to step their game up to even be able to be a fucking factor in this situation. So they may feel like they're getting ignored. They may feel like they don't matter. They may be feeling as if they aren't heard, or people aren't listening to them. Or that may have been taking place for a very long time in your life, Cancer, to where people perceived you as immature, a novice. Like you didn't know what you were doing, just to find out that you are the big fucking dog in this situation. Quit playing with me, okay? It's that underdog energy. This is the energy that has been underestimated. Okay. Just to come out on top of every fucking body. Just to come out the best. Just to come out the expert. Just to come out the most experienced or the most influential. Okay. But it seems like somebody is now in their feelings because they realize that this energy has created this social status, this brand, this company, built their reputation off of the strength of themselves. You feel me? Like, and God, this energy don't owe nobody shit, but it's because these people were naysayers. These people didn't believe it. These people didn't understand what was going on even. They may have been a little too dense, and it feels like somebody was made fun of. They were laughing at this person, mocking this energy, talking shit, like I said, talking cash shit, because they thought it was funny. They thought that somebody's lifestyle, interest, relationship, whatever they have established for themselves or trying to establish for themselves was a fucking joke, just to find out that they want help from this energy now. They want to fuck with this energy now. They want to do business with this energy now, but they can't afford it. Okay. Or they don't want to pay for it. So it seems like somebody is like going back and forth, possibly talking about your prices, talking about what your expectations are, talking about that you're high maintenance, you're needy, you require too much, whatever. But in reality, this motherfucker just can't afford your time, your energy, your body, your thoughts, your mind, your work, flat out. And we don't lower our prices to fucking cater to nobody. If these people can't afford to be in your life, okay, if energetically they won't raise their frequency to be able to be on the same page as you, to be on the same frequency as you, we're not going to talk down to these motherfuckers. It's like, it's almost as if somebody expects you to dumb yourself down to mingle with them. They may expect you to play stupid or be oblivious to what they're doing, to be able to mingle with them. And it's not, nah, we don't do that. Okay. So it feels like somebody who's trying to get out of a situation because somebody is trying to trap them, and it's uncomfortable. It's almost like somebody who's calling somebody that's their friend, their spouse, their partner, or somebody who doesn't love this energy. And they know that they don't love this energy like that, but it feels like this energy is obsessed. There's somebody here who is obsessed with this other party. And it seems really uncomfortable, but it's like, I heard Daryl. anything like that. Dave, Dan, D. That came up the last time I did this reading. It was a D name. But it feels like somebody is obsessed with somebody that they don't have access to, or somebody that does not have the same, obsession with them, or they just don't care. It's almost as if somebody is like so narcissistic and aggressive that they refuse to accept that they are not a factor in this person's life, or refuse to accept that their opinion does not matter, or this energy really doesn't talk about them, care about them, none of that. But they feel like they should, because they are narcissistic. It's like, you got to be thinking about me. You got to be worried about me. I got to be you feel me? I got to be the only thing that you attracted to, that type of shit. And it's like, sure. Sure. Okay. Yeah, keep underestimating this motherfucker, because somebody may see this energy like very homely, or as if they're in a position to where other people will not want them. But this energy is super sought after. This energy has a lot of people who lust after them, a lot of people who kind of like want to eat them alive in different ways. And there are people who are about to act upon this. So it feels like somebody is going to start to feel like an option in the life of somebody who is just trying to be committed to them, or they're going to have other options. Their options are about to open up. There are other doors that are about to open up, and it feels like they're about to dismiss the relationship that somebody thought that they were going to commit to. Work, family, friend, or romantic. So it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I got to turn this deal down. I got to turn your offer down because I got all of these other offers on the table over here. Scorpio, Capricorn, and any air sign here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, seem like they're a really big factor, especially if there's somebody in this equation who's very dark complected, very brown skin, or somebody that is very, very tanned. Okay. There may be someone here who's suffering from some type of, I heard eczema, but it feels like almost like psoriasis, or something to where they have some type of skin condition to where it's like heat hurts them. I don't know if they've been burned. You get what I'm saying? That like burns, a burn victim. If they've been shot, but it feels like something that is very hot hurt this person, especially if it happened to their back, because it feels like they kind of like fell out, or it's like, or it could have happened to their face, anywhere, their face, their neck, this region. But this feels like a really big factor. But because it seems like despite the scars, the wounds that this person has, or despite the pain that this person has experienced, it could even be, like I said, being betrayed, like from the back. It's like, oh, you get what I'm saying? Like, but they they know who did it. Okay. It feels like the narcissist thought that they were going to be able to get away with taking somebody's money, wasting somebody's time, or pretending to be somebody that they aren't, like a catfish or something. Just to get called out. Just to get called out, especially if A and E are really big factors in this equation. I heard the first 48. So yeah, it seems like somebody whose lifestyle is catching up to them, or caught up to them. And this other energy seems like they're in denial that this same shit has affected them or can affect them. It really feels like somebody who's angry because they know the truth about somebody in their life. Especially if this energy is like really, really angry because they feel like they want something or someone that they cannot have, or they have to hide the relationship, or feel like they're in a hidden relationship, But in my opinion, it seems like it's because this energy is not a factor. They're trying to buy somebody's love. They're trying to buy somebody's affection, or they're trying to maintain somebody's attention by offering them things. And this shit is not going to last much longer, and they know that. So it feels like somebody who's afraid that this energy is walking away from them, or emotionally distancing themselves, because they are. It seems like they have caused a lot of emotional instability in the life of this person, or this person is emotionally unstable. But there's somebody here who thinks that they're Mr. Fix It, and they cannot fix this person. They cannot fix this energy. They cannot fix this situation. Or somebody who, again, the energies that are mature, who have raised their frequency, who understand the bigger picture here, they know that they can't fix anybody else. We can't make other people happy. You know what I mean? Like, we cannot. I'm sorry. Like, there's nothing you can do to make somebody else happy. Sure, temporarily, but if that person is dissatisfied with who they are on the inside, there's nothing that we can do about that. And it feels like somebody is kind of, like I said, they've been compassionate, they've been loving, trying to pour into this energy, pour and pour and pour and pour and pour. But it feels like the more that they pour into this energy emotionally, the more hurt that they wind up. Okay. So it's like I said, like a vampire. It's like a very one-sided situation where somebody has all of these emotions and feelings and comfort and just, oh, like, you know, and this other energy seems so fucking stressed out that all they can focus on is what they have going on, or focus on themselves, or they have this very one track mind to where it's like me first, what I got going on, this and this and this, and then they get to the other people in their life, you know. But it feels like somebody who's finally realizing that there's nothing that they can do to get this person's attention. There's nothing that they can do to maintain this energy's attention, or there's nothing that they can do to keep this energy on board, because they know what they deserve, or they know who or what they actually want, you know. But it feels like a same-sex relationship is a really big factor in this equation. It feels like somebody who's sneaking around in a same-sex relationship, or work, family, friend, or romantic, being sneaky with somebody who in a same-sex relationship or something like that. Like, or somebody who's longing for a same-sex relationship, but they know that they're going to be embarrassed if they try to pursue this person, you know, like they're going to be embarrassed. But it feels like somebody, I heard Malik or something like that, Mal, Meal, anything like that. It feels like somebody who's in love with the same sex, infatuated with the same sex, and they regret this because it feels, I heard they go both ways. Yeah, it's like this person may like women one day, they may like men the next day. They may go back and forth, you get what I'm saying? But there are people who are not with that shit. Like, I'm not with that shit. And it feels like they stop putting in work towards this relationship or effort towards this situation because this energy is playing both sides. So even if it's not a homosexual situation, it's a situation where somebody has this energy here, but because they're here and here, neither are getting 100% of their attention, of their time, or whatever. Okay, so they're juggling. They're juggling, and they know they have a choice to make, but it feels like they feel like looking back to the past, going back to the past is or was a mistake. Because it feels like their whole family and friends and love and life of abundance is in their future. So it's almost as if somebody thought like, let me go back and try to mend a relationship, repair a relationship with this person from my past, right? Just to find out that this energy ain't worth shit. This energy ain't working. This energy don't got shit popping for themselves. They don't have nothing going on. It feels like a very lazy, unmotivated energy. But this energy is like this because they're used to being dependent on other people. It feels like they maintain like a roster of lovers or a big roster of people, family, friends, a community of people who will help them financially. So it's almost like instead of going to work, they'll ask this person for $10, that person for $10, them for $10, them for $10. You feel me? By the end of the day, they done came up. Okay. They may not be standing, on a corner with a street sign, but this is a begging ass energy. It's an energy that seems to me as if they are making their living by being dependent on other people and their ideas, their plans, their ventures, their intellectual property. And it seems to me as if they're getting jealous or angry or aggressive because somebody is calling this shit out. Like, you don't have shit going for yourself. You haven't established shit for yourself. And I heard, is this in your name? Is that even in your name? Right. And they can't admit that. It's like their shit is not even in their name or whatever this is. They don't have nothing for themselves. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense to focus on love or focus on how people feel about you when you don't have shit. You get what I'm saying? It's like, why are you trying to be in a relationship if you're broke? If you don't have a job, if you don't have shit going for yourself, if you're not motivated to do more, like love and romance and dragging people into a relationship should be the last thing on your fucking mind. You know what I mean? Sex is like the last thing on your mind. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Like, if I'm broke, like fucking is just not a factor for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody, I just don't feel sexy if I'm broke. Okay. I'm not going to feel sexy if I don't have money. I'm not going to feel sexy if I can't pay my fucking bills. Okay. And it feels like somebody who thinks that shit is supposed to be cool and fun and they can still kick it and whatever, even though they don't have shit. But it's like, no, they're spending all their time, money, energy, and attention kicking it or trying to have a good time instead of trying to establish a very stable foundation for themselves. And it feels like when they get called out for doing this shit, they get angry Or, you know, when people are like, oh, they go kick it and spend all their money, and people are like, hey, you might want to watch your spending, you might want to watch what you're doing, you might want to watch how you handling this, whatever, they get mad. But then they wind up in a situation where it's like, oh, can I borrow this? Can you help me? Whatever. They wind up in that position. That is because this energy is financially irresponsible. This energy seems like they overspend or overindulge in things, and then they don't know how to make up for this shit. You get what I'm saying? They need to establish a second source of income, or whoever this is in a process of realizing that the people that they can call on typically to pull them out of these holes are not going to be there any longer. So when they go spend all their money kicking it and doing their thing, when they come back, their energies, when they come back like, hey, can you help me? Can you, I need a hand. They're not going to have a helping hand. But it's mainly because it feels like they cut the hand off that was trying to fucking feed them. Y'all, it feels like somebody is finally saying no. They're finally putting their foot down. They're finally like resisting this energy or this situation because they know that this person is living a very toxic, narcissistic lifestyle and only using them. Okay, so they don't have anything because they are spending all of their time and money it's in wasteful places and or in wasteful ways. Okay, and there are energies here who are truly like establishing contracts, deals, partnerships, landing job opportunities, that type of stuff, because that's what they're putting all of their energy into. And it seems like now emotionally there's a lot of fulfillment that's here, but there's also a sense of shock that this energy has pulled this shit off while these other energies watched. They seem like they've all been together. All of these people have been side by side, come from the same company, same school, same background, same neighborhood, same family, something. Okay, they all started together. But these other energies seem to be taking off, or there are people here who seem to be taking off and really establishing themselves because that's what they're putting their energy into. But it's just like you got some people who are saving up to buy big ticket items, big things, to make big things happen in their life, okay? Or they're saving and conserving all of their energy to grow into bigger and better beings. Do you hear me? And there are people who are spending. They're throwing money out. They're throwing their shit out because they want to look like they got it. They want to look wealthy. They want to look like, you feel me? Like they want to kick it. They want to have a good time, or they want to look rich instead of actually being fucking rich or wealthy. You know what I mean? It's a big difference, y'all. It's these people that have on all of these designer labels and fucking, like, you know what I mean? All of this shit, like, just to impress other people. They wear all of this shit to impress other people. They do all of their shit to impress other people. And because of that, other people suck up their energy versus doing things that can actually please them, satisfy their soul, or improve their life. Okay? To expand themselves, to expand their consciousness, to expand their brands, to expand their pockets. You hear me? Are knots, naughty, nutty, nudie, even newbie, noby, anything like that. It's like this energy, this person is not worth fucking up this opportunity, this relationship, or they weren't worth it. Especially if they feel like this energy was quick, or this energy does not last long, did not last long, this opportunity is not lasting long. It's almost like somebody went for a get rich quick opportunity or went to go catch a nut, whatever the fuck, and this shit was not satisfying at all. Like they were not pleased with the person that they were messing with. But mainly it feels like it's because they didn't feel anything. They didn't feel anything. So say if this is sexual, they went and cheated with somebody who was whack as fuck, dry as fuck, okay? And now they know, you feel me, where the ocean lies. Don't fuck with me. They know where the ocean lies. But it feels like they went to this desert ass energy and are trying to come back to the ocean because